What's going on, guys? Beautiful day here in Dilijan, Colombia. And you know, this place, I was thinking about it, this place reminds me a little bit of beautiful day here in Dilijan, Armenia. And as I was saying, this place reminds me a little bit of Colombia, the central part of Colombia near Medellin. Those cities are very similar, up in the mountains, beautiful greenery, very warm days but cooler nights, very similar climates and very similar feel. Everything about it is very similar. Anyway, we just finished our checkout from the apartment. Now we are going to be doing a little bit of exploring, but first we need to get some really good Armenian breakfast. Take a look at the scenery. We have some river flowing downstream here, and we have so much greenery, and even the styles of the houses. You have these the style of the roof is completely different than in other parts of Armenia. I don't really see very similar, you know, the colors, the mountains, lots and lots of greenery. And so this region looks and feels very different from Yerevan and probably some of the other cities we're going to be visiting. Здравствуйте. Тут ресторан? Ресторан тут? Да. А туда наверх? Ага, спасибо. Up and go. Может внутри что-то? Ну да. Тут сядем? Да. Alright, so here's the menu. We got the flat breads. I definitely want to try maybe the cheese bread. And an easy way to translate this into dollars, this is my personal patented method, is you take a number and you divide it by 1,000 and you multiply it by 2. So, or you can just multiply it by 2 and just work it out. So if you see something like 4,000 multiplied by 2, you get 8,000. That's around like $8, okay? And so you can do the kind of similar thinking. This right here is 800 multiplied by 2, you get 1,600. So it's $1.6. So really easy way to get dollar amounts. Okay, so we got our food. We got the cheese platter. We got some sauces here, and we got something new. This is muhamari, and we got some lemonade and some bread. Spasiba. And then we got some cucumbers, and I think we're still waiting for the Armenian breakfast. The bread looks amazing, looks really good. All right, so I thought we had everything, but then we get still the omelet here, and we also get the dolma, which I really like, and I think it's called talma here. And this is it. And then a couple of dishes, and this is all we get. We have an entire table that's filled up, and there's no more room for anything else. And it's all delicious, different sauces here, cheeses. We got the talma. This is really delicious. This pepper spread here, really amazing. All right, we finished our breakfast. And the thing about Armenia is you have to be very careful what you order, because we ordered this Armenian breakfast and we thought it was just gonna be like, you know, just a normal kind of dish, maybe for 1 or 2 people, but it came with this whole cheese platter, lots of other things, and at the end of the day I feel like we just had like a breakfast, lunch and dinner as well, because it was so much food. And so with the breakfast out of the way, we're gonna do a little bit of exploring in this beautiful city of Dilijan, and then we're gonna head further. So we just made a quick stop, and this appears to be an ancient amphitheater. And so you have some seats here, you have a monument here, and you have the stage here where people had, you know, they were watching all kinds of interesting activities. And like I said before, Armenia is one of the oldest continuously inhabited countries in the world. This is a really old country. When you think about the United States, it's only like 200 plus years old, and this country has been here for centuries. And so there's a lot of interesting things. Imagine, you know, thousands of years ago. They had people just chilling on the benches, relaxing and watching some kind of entertainment. You know, like they had in the Roman Empire, what they said. They need a circus and they need bread. They need to eat and they need to be entertained, the people. So we're looking for this really ancient street, and looks like we found it, but unfortunately it's locked on this side, so we're gonna drive around to the other side and try to enter it from the other side. This is supposed to be a really, really ancient historical street here. Take a look at this. Take a look at these houses here. We have a bakery here, and you have this old kind of road here with the rocks. Really old school, and look how beautiful it is. Look how historic it is. Lots of greenery. You have some restaurants. You have different levels of it. You can go up, you can go down. Really gorgeous. And we're gonna see. We're probably gonna get approached to go to some restaurant or to buy something. I can already feel it. And this is what it looks like here. You have a staircase to a different level here, and you have, look at this one, various buildings here, rooms for rent. Look how beautiful. Lots of greenery, the mountains. You can't beat this view. You can't beat this view. And as I'm walking around, I can't help to reminisce about Colombia and how similar this terrain, this feel is to Colombia. And here you have the other entrance that we couldn't enter from that side, and it's amazing. Imagine living on one of those you know, rooms facing that view over there with the mountains, the hills. Gorgeous. Did not expect this to be in Armenia. This is more like a Latin American feel to me, but glad that this has exceeded my expectations here. Look at this, how nice it is. We got a ceramic workshop here. And this is how you do it. Just put it on that thing, it spins, and you just create a shape out of it. And put all kinds of things, and then you use that to create some designs. Alright, so now that we saw the street, pretty cool street. Makes you feel like you're in somewhere like Toledo, or you know, Mexico somewhere, in Guadalajara. Very, very historical, very nice architecture. And I think that's about it. That about wraps it up for this city for us. We saw kind of everything we wanted to see. There's probably more things to see, but we need to keep going. And right now we're gonna drive to Armenia's second largest city called Gyumri. It's about a hour and 45 minute, hour and a half ride, and yeah, should be fun. That's gonna be an exciting city to explore. Alright, we arrived at the city and at the hotel. I'm on the reception. Look at this, this is gonna be our hotel. So as you just saw, this is gonna be our number. And this is such a unique hotel because you have this courtyard over there. And then you enter, you have the bed right here. You have kind of this little bar here, a little bit of a kitchen area. And then you got the TV. You have a little working area here. This is good for doing a little bit of work. And we also have another level. We also have a chair here. Would have been nice to have a couch, but that's not an option. Always, we got a bathroom here. Nice bathroom too. I think one of the bigger bathrooms we've had so far on this trip here. You have the shower there. It doesn't have that that shower head that falls all the way down as the previous rooms. We have the toilet here. We have this, but this is a pretty nice room. We have this. Let's go upstairs, see what we have there together. And what do we have? I don't think I'm gonna be going here too much. And we have, oh, it's really short here. I'm hitting my head against the ceiling. We have a table, and then we have more we have some books. We have this treasure here, treasure box. And that's about it. So I don't think I'm gonna be going too much to the second level. But overall, one really nice room. One huge benefit is that it's gonna be quiet. It's not facing the street. It's facing the courtyard, so it looks really cool. Then we have this, but this is closed. And that's what we have. At least I did. Marina worked for a little bit. And now the time has come to do a little bit of exploration in this beautiful town of Gyumri, which is the second largest city here in this country of Armenia. So we're gonna walk around, we're gonna enjoy a little bit of sights, some scenery, maybe grab a bite to eat, think about the meaning of life, think about what the city means to us in the grand scheme of things, and see where we can go from there. So check out this door right here, and as you can see, it says there Dla Pisim, which means 4 letters in Russian. Look at this grand door. Check out this other door right here. So unique, and this whole building looks very unique and incredible. Definitely a unique door. Here you have some kind of a liquid holding structure. Maybe a kind of a teapot, some kind of a structure for a teapot. Really cool. You know, this city does feel different. It's at first I didn't really understand it because I was expecting something like Yerevan, but now just walking around it, it feels different. It feels very, you know, very different than Yerevan. Very unique in its own way. I want to say it feels kind of like Iran maybe, but I've never been there, so I cannot really speak for that. But it feels very unique, very interesting, very cool and scenic. And this looks like the main square here, which it probably is. So it's kind of like in Yerevan, you have that big main square, huge square, very similar, where people hang out, where they come. And my first impression of the city is it's very neat, very clean, nicely organized, not as grand as Yerevan, obviously, but still very beautiful. Here you have a church, another one of many churches here in Armenia, and this one is interesting because it's darker, it's black, very, very well preserved, right in the center of the city near the main square. So as you can see, really large, and it has these has some writing here in Armenian. All right, we were walking on this pedestrian street here, and we decided to stop by a place called Honey. It says herbs and honey. There it says in English, there it says in Armenian. It's open right now. We're gonna give it a shot, see what we have. So we got our lunch, dinner here. We have some pita here with something on the inside that I'm not sure about. Cheese. It looks like it has cheese. Oh, there you go. Cheese, mushrooms, and tomatoes. Okay, that looks pretty good. And I have a very typical Armenian meal. This looks like it's some kind of a meal with inside you have spinach. And I actually saw videos about it. I can't wait to try it out. So, bon appetit to everybody. And we also finally got some baklava here for dessert. And notice how big it is. Because I'm used to having a baklava that's like a quarter of this. Well, this is simply huge baklava. Can't wait to try it out. So we finished our lunch / dinner, probably, most likely. It was pretty good. It was very, very delicious. Just walking around on this beautiful street, enjoying life, enjoying the scenery, taking it all in. Gonna go for a little walk and then maybe see something else before going back to the hotel. Here you have some park or something that's what's left of it, some ruins of maybe this was an attraction of some sort, as you can see by the various slides, by the various swings, and here and then right now you kind of have just the ruins, but maybe one day they'll fix it up and it's gonna look as good as new. We can all hope, right? And as we're walking, we found a really old Russian car, and this is not a Zhiguli. This is actually something else. This is actually a Volga right here. Really interesting Russian car, and it has been here since the Soviet times, which is pretty incredible. And there you, so something different than a Zhiguli for once, huh? And now we're back at our hotel, back at the courtyard, and ready for some relaxation, some R&R, some peace and quiet. Take it easy for a little bit, and then let's see, maybe we'll go out in the car a little bit later today, or maybe we'll just call it a day and rest.